Everyone roll a wisdom saving throw.
Boy. 17.
Okay.
12.
18.
Dun, 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 dun. Wisdom. 14.
What did Sybil get? Oh no, we can't hear you, honey.
Did you say 17?
I did say 17. Can you hear me now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can fix it. Give me 1 second. 17.
Okay. If you got a 15 or over, you are able to retain the memories of what happened previously. Of everything all the way up to you being transported and teleported through time. If you got like 10 through 15, or 10 through 14, I should say, excuse me, you have a little bit of recollection of everything that happened. Um, you remember a little bit of a fight, a little bit of some magic going awry, and then being sent through some type of teleportation spell, magic, or tear. And then I don't think anyone got below a 10, so um, that's good. So when you wake up, you see you're on the cool black sandy beach of something. It looks like the night sky above, but there are no stars. The light only coming from what looks to be giant towers rising like a hand emerging from the depths in the ocean and on the horizon. Behind you, you can see a vast, twisted, and gnarled forest um, brimming with what feels to be a dark energy. But beyond the forest, some ways deep in, you see what looks to be a distorted and twisted castle or palace of some sort, um, far off in the distance. What do you do?
What the hell?
Where are we?
The hell's going on?
I
Does
don't know, but the
anyone
style is really weird.
who doesn't remember anything? Or do you guys not realize it yet? Do we
Um,
realize it?
Do we all remember?
Besides Draco.
Yeah.
Draco's the only one that
Oh.
has like bits and pieces missing.
Okay.
Lux and Draco have bits and pieces missing, and then everyone else, you remember everything.
Okay.
Lux, I think you bumped into me on the way down. I can't remember some stuff. I feel like there's gaps in my
I
memory.
think it was so traumatic. That's what happened. Like,
Oh,
does she still have the time thing in her hand, or is it like gone?
It's gone.
She's
Actually, no, it's not gone,
like,
but
okay.
it's broken.
And she's like, I think I sat on it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, now we're really stuck.
So that
let's
thing took us here.
that
Yes.
just take us.
She looks around and she sees anybody else.
See what?
It's a us, right? He asked if
Yes,
anybody else. Okay.
correct.
I'm
It's
thinking about
just you five.
I don't know. I don't know what I did. I don't know what the timey wimey thing did, but it's definitely I sat on it or fell
I don't
on
want
it.
to be out in the open though. Well, we should probably get to that. You said castle.
Yeah, there's this like fortress of dark, twisted, crumbling energy deep within this gnarled wood.
I
No
mean,
offense,
Yeah.
Draco, but this isn't like where you grew up, right? This is not your mom's castle.
no.
Okay. That's spooky.
Ominous and evil from vibes I'm getting.
Well, why do you want to go towards it?
Well, do you have anywhere else you want to go?
Particularly not, but I don't know if they're going to be very welcoming in the castle.
Well, I don't think they'd be welcoming if they find us out here on the beach.
Maybe we need to look creepy too. Blend in with our surroundings.
Good idea, Lux. Do you have any face paints or
No, we could use real
disguises?
blood.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
Oh,
wrong.
hey.
Okay. I
Uh,
mean, you could punch me. I could be like,
yeah, I think we should probably head toward the castle, but it's a shame we have to go through these woods.
So, question. Anybody know how to fix a clock?
I mean, no. I feel like,
not
I mean, I could take a
sure.
look at it, but I'm not gonna try to take it apart or anything. I feel like I might make it explode.
Well, maybe we can find somebody down here who knows how to. Once we figure out where we are. Can't be somewhere too far off in time.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Maybe we're in the future. This is the future.
The
Lux, you
future
should
of the
put that
past that we
away.
were just in, or the actual future of our
I
future?
don't know.
Yeah.
Lux, you should put it away, just to be sure.
Okay.
Like, I don't want anyone to be hunting us for it if they see it.
Right. I'll put it in my pocket.
What I don't understand
Safe
is
and
why we're
secure.
the only ones here.
Who else would be here?
Ma'am? Didn't she say... Did she say it was just us going through? I could have swore she said it was... everybody.
Hmm.
I don't think she said anything this time.
Hmm.
I stole it from her, and then I accidentally pressed a button.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Might be.
Yeah, well, we might as well go through the portal, I guess.
Well, there's no portal, right? It's just the spooky woods.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's what I meant.
All good.
Spooky castle, spooky woods.
Someone hit
Let's
his head
go.
pretty hard when he hit the beach.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go to the spooky area and see what spooky time we are in. Hopefully it's in the future and people know how to fix time weavers.
Okay. So you guys all decide to head into the forest towards the castle.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you enter the forest, you see that it is not anything that you have seen in Underland or even in the real world, just from where you've been. It is dark. It is oppressant. It is enclosed. Um, you always feel like eyes are on the back of you. It almost as if there's a level of anxiety, like an unearthed scream, like just waiting to be yelled as you traverse through the forest. Eventually, you see vines and veins of this dark, kind of pulsating violet color um, throughout the forest, wrapping around trees, dropping down like vines from branches, covering rocks, um, and making the pathway forward very uneasy. Um, and eventually you come to kind of a small little uh, clearing where there's a couple boulders covered in that dark like obsidian looking crystal and that veins growing over top of it, and you can see that about 40ish 50ish feet maybe there is a ledge, like a cliffside that would continue the pathway forward, but almost as if the earth has kind of shifted and you are now down and the pathway is up. You see rock work and those veins that look to be somewhat climbable. But this seems to be the only way forward, as most of this thick forest is enclosed with tight spaces in between the tree trunks and things like that.
It looks like we have to climb this, right?
Yeah, but is it safe?
I
What
mean,
is it?
I don't know.
poke
What
it.
do I have to do this? Poke it. Maybe we should somebody could catch like arcane thingy on it just to check it out and see what's happening to it. Like
Like,
arcane check
I
that
have
I
go
don't
mage.
have
detect.
that I thought I did.
I'll touch it with mage hand.
Okay,
Will we learning?
Might as well. I mean, see if it's a trap or see if it's safe.
so you step forward and cast Mage Hand. What does the spectral hand look like?
Dark blue. It's 3-dimensional and it's the size and shape of Sybil's hand, minus the rings that she wears, and it like starts like her hand kind of glows, and then the spectral hand sort of drifts out, and it'll touch along the rocks and the vines and kind of pull and like feel around in a few places, see if she can find any traps, if it's strong enough to support their weight, if it's sharp, anything like that.
So what Mage Hand does is it creates a spectral hand. It doesn't stay on your hand like a glove. It goes out as its own creature, almost like a ghostly
Yeah, it
hand.
just starts.
And
You asked me what it looks like. Like
Okay.
it starts on her hand and then like drifts out.
So you can only command it to do things. You wouldn't be able to like you could say pull on it, but you wouldn't be able to judge the strength of it. You wouldn't be able to understand anything. You're just telling a spectral hand what to do. So um, I can't tell you. Does it feel safe enough? Like if you were to have the mage hand pull, would it be safe enough to climb? However, I can tell you that as the spectral hand kind of goes over the vine work of these dark violet veins, they seem to glow like bioluminescent and getting brighter as the hand touches it in certain places. Um, just from the way the hand is moving, the vein work doesn't move a lot, so you might be able to deduce that it's pretty stable. Um, but um, pulling on it, it doesn't seem to move much.
Well, I don't think it's a trap. Doesn't seem to be crumbling.
Does
All right.
anybody have spider climb?
No, but I have featherfall. Just
No, I have that. We don't need to
actually,
fall in
wait,
it
I do
though.
have spider climb. I have
Campfires
spider
too.
climb inherently. Yes.
Okay. What if you spider climbed avoiding the purple stuff up, throw down a rope so we don't have to touch the purple stuff just in case, then we can climb the rope.
All right. She'll
I
try to
mean,
do.
Okay, so you climb up on
Yeah,
the side
she'll
of it.
spider climb and she won't touch anywhere that has turned purple.
Um, okay, because you're trying to actively avoid the veins, I'm gonna have you roll. You're gonna go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
23.
You're able to get um, up the side of this cliff face, this moving rock, and you almost kind of, as you're climbing it, feel it almost kind of like it's almost buoyant, the way the earth feels, and almost like it's shifting a little bit down, kind of sinks into the earth a little bit, and then it kind of bounces back up. But you nimbly avoid any of the purple vein work and get to the top, where you see that the pathway forward um, has floating rocks kind of tied down like balloons with this vein work, holding some gnarled trees and things like that. And in the distance, you see the glowing pairs of 6 eyes
Oh.
with purple flames.
Oh.
staring at you with your vampiric kind of eyes. I will do more into this. They look almost demonic humanoids with long, kind of bat-like ears, dripping sharp teeth, those flame purple eyes, and these large claws. They're almost hunched over like a ghoul as they all kind of are swaying, kind of staring at you.
She'll climb back down. So,
Okay, roll acrobatics again. If she's trying to avoid the purple.
I rolled a 19. My mod is
Okay.
6, so 25.
Okay. You are able to get back down it.
Yeah.
But you hear the rushing of feet and patter of that as it sounds like they started charging towards you as you kind of try to jump yourself over the side of the cliff. You get to the bottom safely, but roll for initiative.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh shit. What did you wake up?
Nat 20. I wish that was my attack.
Same.
Yeah.
What's your
Don't
initiative,
forget
buddy?
your initiative.
My what?
Your initiative, girl. So make sure you get.
Oh,
Yeah.
22.
Okay, I'm 23.
Alright. Trey, do you want it on initiative or do you want it on the
On the
table chat?
yeah,
Okay.
table chat.
Okay. So 25 through 20.
23.
Damn. There we go.
I know.
Okay. Uh, 15 through 20. Okay, 10 through 15.
13.
5 through 10.
5.
5. Oh.
Sybil, and then
Lux is scared now.
Alrighty. So, Draco, you see 6 gnarling, disgusting-looking creatures at the high ground of this cliffside.
They need to make a 13 Constitution saving throw as I
Who-
utter a word of radiance. All of them. 5.
So this word of radiance is 5 feet.
Swear to God. Maybe I put the wrong thing down. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. My bad. Then I'll just blast 2 of them.
Okay.
Unnatural 20. Does that hit?
Yes.
And 24. That's no, that's 2. So they take that's right. 5 points of damage on that one, and oh wait, this is plus 8. So that's okay. So 5 and 10.
10 points of damage for 2 of them.
One was 5 points of damage. The other one was
Okay.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
okay. Quick question: how far are they away from us?
40 feet.
Up.
Correct.
Bang bang.
All right, she's going to throw one of her hand axes. So 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. 8 for damage, and then she's gonna throw her other hand axe at a different one. Ooh, only 14 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right. 5 points of damage.
On one that has not been hit yet, or
Correct.
okay, Soren.
Soren's going to throw. He's going to cast Ice Knife and throw it at whichever creature is closest to him.
Okay.
And that is a. What is that? 23 to hit.
Let's see. Yes.
Okay.
And
1d10
then
piercing damage.
a dexterity saving throw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3 of them are hit with cold damage. Okay. Got it. Alrighty, Sybil.
Sybil is going to cast Witch Bolt, and she's going to cast it as a twin spell at whichever two have been hit the least. Whichever
Okay.
ones seem to be the hardiest. She's going to cast it at both of them. That is a. I have to roll. Rolling actually pretty well tonight. That's a 23.
Yep, that hits.
All right, and that is 1d12 plus 2 lightning damage for both of them. You want to roll it?
You said 1d12 plus 2?
Yes.
11.
All right, so 11 damage to both of them, and that is lightning damage.
Lightning, okay.
And then that will end my. I'll try to move back out of their range, but
Okay.
my.
Lux will then look up and cast fire bolts at the one that has the most health, or the one that looks the least hurt at the moment.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and then 11 points of damage.
Okay. Alrighty, so all 6 of them, are going to use their action to dash, and they're going to climb down the side of the cliff face, and they kind of like grab onto the veins and slide down like a fireman down a pole, and they all get within melee of each and every one of you. The one who has 2 is everyone else has 1. They all have been hit.
Who has 2?
Is who?
Amara.
Amara.
Okay.
Okay. The cutout, sorry.
Alrighty, back up to Draco.
He'll Eldritch Blast the one that's attacking him.
So that'll be a disadvantage because you're within melee range spell, I should say. What'd you
That's
get?
fine. I didn't roll yet. I was just
Okay.
That's a 19 plus 7, so the other one 15 plus 7, so 22.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll be with to push it back 10 feet as well.
Okay.
And 8 points of damage. And
Okay.
then he'll shoot the second beam at it as well.
Okay.
Is that still disadvantage?
So it's a 1-2 punch.
That's right,
Yeah.
1-2. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's 14.
That hits.
15.
Yep. That.
All right. So push it back another 10 feet and 6 points of damage.
It would only with Elderback when you do it twice, it happens all at one time.
All right. So
yeah.
just push back 10 feet. Got it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Go ahead, Amara.
For her bonus action, she is going to enter rage now that they're melee range.
Mhm.
Her first attack is a 19 to hit, and we got 6 plus 3 plus 9 plus 3, which is 11 plus 2 for rage, 13 points of damage. For the
What
one on her right,
what type of damage is it?
slashing.
Slashing, and it's non-magical, correct?
It's just
You
your great
notice.
sword.
Okay. You notice that as you hit it, it creates a gash, but then it completely heals itself as if it didn't take any damage.
She yells out, "You have to use magic with these guys!" And she's gonna try to hit again. And let's see, 15 plus 5, so non-nat 20.
Mhm.
2, 3, 11 points of damage
Same thing.
on the
Slashing.
other one.
Yep.
Her greatsword, that's all I have is slashing.
Okay. Yes. You have learned its damage immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons.
Wood.
Soren.
I'm going to cast Flame Blade.
Okay.
Am I able to use my bonus action to also attack? Or is it just cast and then that's it?
Hold on, let me see here. Do you have to? Can you attack? I think as a druid, you don't get 2 attacks. Maybe you do.
Oh, maybe I don't. That doesn't sound familiar. I feel like I would have read that by now.
At 5th level. When you're shifted, you get multi-attack.
Okay. Alright, then I have Flame Blade, I guess.
Okay. Alrighty, Sybil.
Sybil is going to do the same thing as before and cast Witch Bolt at whichever two seem to be doing the strongest.
Are you casting Witch Bolt separately from the one you've already casted?
No, because it's already set, but my question is, do I need to use another sorcery point to maintain Twin Spell?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to maintain Twin Spell on both of them.
Okay, but so this is what I'll say. I won't have you use a sorcery point to maintain Twin Spell, but only one of them is affected for the duration. You can use another sorcery point to do it both. I will allow that, but yes.
Then I want to use
yeah.
another sorcery point to continue to shot
Okay.
both of them.
Okay.
Then they don't, yeah, I don't need to roll again, right? It would just be another d12 plus 2.
Okay. Get that on those two.
And that does not take another spell slot though, right?
Correct. No, it does not.
So one of those two, one of them in front of Amara and Sybil,
How much damage was?
since it's an extra.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, the other one. Okay, cool. Lux.
Okay, Lux is going to cast Shocking Grasp, so she's going to reach out and touch the one in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a disadvantage because she has to touch it?
No.
Okay. 24,
Uh-huh. That hits.
and then 14 points of damage.
Okay. And that was yours.
Yeah.
Okay. As you get up close and like you shock this creature that humanoid-esque, you kind of see like, I don't want to say like a glitch, but like it changes into like just like a normal elf looking humanoid type of thing, and then it switches back to this demonic creature looking thing. You kind of just see very, very quick glimpses of it transferring back and forth. Okay, so that's 6, 13, 17, 19, 26. That's a 10, 11, and 5. So 3 hits. So 1 for Amara, 1 for Soren, and 1 for Lux. It uses it used multi-attack with its claws. You will take, let's see, 10 points of slashing damage for those 2 hits.
Ow.
10 total or 20 total?
10 total. There was 5 each. Okay, back up to Draco.
He'll Eldritch Blast. Oh, try to say like the one that's attacking Lux twice. He'll do that.
Okay.
At disadvantage or no?
You were not in melee range with it, so no, you're
Okay.
fine.
24 and 22 again.
Okay, yep, that hits.
6 and 9.
That one, you hit it with that Eldritch blast, and the magic ripples straight toward it, blasting it into bits and pieces, dying.
Oh. Thanks, bro.
Got you, sis.
And then Amara.
She is going to. If she backs up, will she get attacked?
Opportunity of attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can disengage.
She's gonna try to disengage then.
Okay. Okay.
What do I roll for that?
You don't. You just you
Okay.
use that as your action. Now all you have is
Okay.
movement.
She is going to back pedal around like 10 feet, so she's not right in front of them.
She only backs up 10 feet.
No, let's go for the good 35, since she has no magical means.
Yeah. Good idea. Because they would have just came right back towards you. All right, Soren.
Soren is going to slash at. There's only one on me, is that right?
Correct.
Yeah, Soren's gonna slash at one of them. So. Ooh, nat 20.
Double damage or roll twice.
Let's do double dammies.
Okay. And then what are you doing?
Slashing with my flame blade.
Got it.
Okay. I thought I was wrong for a second.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You said slash,
let's
and I think
see.
it scared him. Like,
Oh,
the
okay.
magic.
No, I said I'm just gonna slash him, and I forgot you had flame bait. I thought you just meant like a sword you
Oh, a
had.
regular sword. Okay. Let's see. It is 3d6 fire damage. So. Watch out. 13 points of damage.
So
And then
26 for double.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that one erupts into flame before burning to a crisp and dying. Sybil.
So do I still have Witch Bolt up? It's
Mhm.
1 minute with concentration.
Yeah, so you have 10 rounds of Witch Bolt. If you do anything other than cast, like use Witch Bolt, the
Right.
spell ends.
I knew that, but
1
is it
minute
gonna
is
do
10 rounds.
I
No,
feel like it might. Okay. All right, then I
this is
will.
round 2.
Okay, I'm not gonna use another sorcery point, but I will shock the one closest to me with Witch Bolt again.
Okay. How much damage?
You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
It's 1d12 plus 2.
Yes, correct.
9.
9 points of damage.
Yes.
That one fries itself to a crisp as Witch Bolt cackles with electric energy. Dead. Lux.
Since now that she doesn't have one in melee with her, she's gonna go do the one that was in front of Amara that's far away now, or further away in the distance, and she's gonna attack that one with fire bolts.
Okay,
22 to hit,
that hits.
and that's a 23 points of damage.
You said 23 points of damage?
Yeah, because 2d10. Oh wait, no. 19 points of damage. 10 plus 7 plus 2, 19. I can count. 19 points of damage.
Are you okay, you're
Firebolt.
casting at 5th level?
No, second, cantrip.
Firebolt is 1d10. How are you getting 19 out of 1d10?
Because I'm first level spell. It goes up a level each time. Right? Wait, hold on.
Oh, like actual level, not spell level. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because is it 5th level is when it does that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I was thinking 5th level spell. And I was like, how do you have
No,
access
no.
to a 5th?
Fifth,
I was like,
I'm a
what?
level 5. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes 2d10 at 5th level. That's right. Okay. That one also gets eviscerated in fire.
Okay.
Okay, so there should only be 3 left. Nope. 16 plus 5. That one was so Soren's is dead. The one in front of Lux is dead. Sybil's is dead. So that means there is still no.
3. Sybil wasn't dead, I thought.
Yeah, so you're right. So
I just killed Sybil.
Sybil,
yeah.
the other Mara, and Draco's.
No, mine
No,
is dead. I
Sybil's
just tried
killed
it.
hers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's 2
Yeah.
left then. The one that's after Amara and the one that Draco Blast away. The one that Draco Blast away got a 1. But the one that was after Amara got a 21. So it tries to go after you, but it's only has, I think it's only, or no, it only has 25 feet. So it is going to go after, let's see who would have been the closest to that point. That would have been Draco. So, because he was right. No. Yes. With 2 slashing. 6 points of damage. Slashing damage.
Heard.
Okay. Draco, your turn again. So there are 2 left. One is on you in melee range, the other one is away. That one is finally back up in. Oh no, they're both in melee range now because it got up and came to you.
He'll just Eldritch Blast one of them at disadvantage.
Okay.
That's an at 20. That's a 9, so 9 plus 7, 15, or 16.
That hits.
14
That hits too.
and 18. So okay, so 14 and a 16 were my 2 lowest. Both of those hit, right?
And you hit one of them.
Yeah, just one. I just hit one of them twice.
Okay, that one explodes.
Her.
Okay. Amara, you see that there's only one left in melee range of Draco.
Okay, she is going to run away, and she's going to dash another 35 feet.
You have the ability to flee the battle, so you can leave initiative if you want to at this time.
I would like to flee.
Okay, you are no longer in an. But that doesn't mean that you fleeing away deeper into the wood doesn't bring up any other spookies.
Oops.
Okay, Soren. You see that there's one left on Draco.
I'm going to approach it with my flame blade and slash. One. 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Whew. Now it's 3d6. 5, 6, 2. 13 points of damage.
And how do you kill it?
Soren's going to walk up to it and just shove the blade right through his spine.
Okay. And it kind of burns to a crisp as you hear it howl out. You also see it on shift and transform. It looks to be a tiefling. But just as the millisecond as it came, it burns into ash and ember. But you all kind of look around and you see that Amara has ran far away, deeper into the wood. Now, Amara, did you go back down the path or did you just go into the wood?
I think she would be scared that she wasn't able to hit it, and she thinks it's still coming towards her. So she is going to continue into the wood without the path.
Okay, so she's running through the wood by herself. Okay.
Yeah.
Can Lux,
And-
after the fight is done, message her magically? Be like, hey, it's over, come back. It's 120 feet.
Uh-huh.
And you can
Okay,
respond to
Amara
that.
stops and she looks around and she realizes she doesn't see the path. And she can't send a message back.
Why can't
Correct?
you?
You can reply in one whisper.
Yeah.
Lost.
She's lost in the
I would
woods.
see. Here's my problem with this: is message is really nice, but she's deep within a thicket, covered in wood, and she's ran to the darkness. Like I know she has 120 feet of being able to, but I don't think that she would have been able to see Amara. Amara ran deep into this thick enclosed wood. I think that the woods would have blocked it.
Yeah, but you don't have to see the creature for message.
You have to you point your finger toward a creature
Towards
and
the
whisper the
creature,
message.
so towards the woods, and listen to the message. So if she's
Yeah.
far enough away, it's just in that general area.
But it also is blocked by 3 feet of wood. And the trees are definitely more than 3 feet of wood.
Them some thick trees.
Yeah, it is a thick tree.
3 feet
And
is
that's not how they do in the critical role, but okay.
well. This isn't Critical Role.
This is Neverland.
And that's the never.
Or whatever.
I
Neverland's
just,
a different place. It's okay. You can make it not work. So it's fine. No matter what, we're going to the woods. So
Yeah, so we're going to go deeper in the woods anyways.
yeah, even if you got the
Like, can we
message, we're
run
still going to
after
the woods.
the way that she went
I think you guys two would have been too caught up in battle
to notice which way she went?
Mhm.
Can I look
to
for
note.
like
Yeah, like
if like any trampling or like brush or like stuff pushed aside?
I will let you roll survival.
I
Yes.
think Soren should also roll survival since he's
Yes,
an
and
outlander.
because this is a plane of existence that you've never been on, I have to have you roll
Mm.
at disadvantage.
That's fine. Survival. There's survival. That's a 14. And that is a 13.
Okay. Soren.
13 and 10.
Okay. And that's with your modifiers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soren's really dazed from the fight, guys.
So, Draco, you have a general sense of where she could have gone, knowing where she was in battle, because you guys were closer than everyone else. I would say that you have you kind of look around and see like you look down the path behind you and you don't see her running that way, so you can safely deduce it's not that way.
Right.
But you can kind of see within the thicket where she could have gone.
Draco would grab some rope out and give an end to Lux, and he'll say, I'm going to go this way and see if I can find them. And kind of go off in that direction.
By
One
yourself?
tug means I'm good. 2 tugs means I need help.
Why don't we all go with you? I mean, what's the point
I mean,
in
we can all
waiting
go,
here?
but I don't know if you wanted to wait here or not to go up to the cliffside.
I think in this creepy ass place, we might as well at
Right.
least be buddies.
Then let's all go together in this direction.
Amara, roll a roll an athletics check.
Okay. So 15.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to give that to with you with disadvantage as well because of this unfamiliar.
7 plus 5. No, 7 plus 6, because plus saving throws is
13.
13. Thank you. So 13.
Okay, so as you're running through the gnarled wood, you manage to keep yourself balanced with the thick branches and vein roots and trunks of these trees, trying to pass through and slip, especially because of you being a halfling. You're smaller in stature and size, so you can kind of fit through a little easier than a normal sized humanoid would be. But eventually you kind of like stop running as kind of the silence of the forest kind of like echoes and just that eerie hum, that eerie vibration. um so you stop, realizing that you ran a little far and you were lost.
Amara is gonna look around and she's gonna she's huffing because she just finished running, trying to catch her breath, and she looks around and it all looks the same, no matter what direction. It's just these curving, kind of like in between trees, and she is trying to figure out what direction she actually ran from, and she sighs and she's like, guys. And she doesn't want to scream it because she's afraid more monsters will come for her. Especially if they're monsters that can't get hurt by normal means.
You know what? I take back what I said, Ashley. Your message does work because, in my mind, how message work was a little different. It was more of a telepathic link. This is an actual spell that erupts out of your finger and follows the target of where it went. So it's not going through walls. It can weave itself around through the trees. So it's not. I'm sorry. I was thinking it was more of a telepathy type of thing, like you're in that person's mind. But it's a spell that comes out, and kind of weaves through the forest. So I will allow once. So Amara stops, and the spell catches up to Amara, and then I'll let you say what you need to say. I do apologize.
She's gonna whisper back, guys, I'm lost.
She's gonna put her hands out like this, be like, she's lost. Like dramatically. I don't know how to help her actually. Wait, she said she's lost and
Oh.
I mean
Every
we're lost too.
everyone, go ahead and what did I have you roll? Athletics earlier?
Wasn't it survival?
No, that was to find like her path. But Amara, went to like make your way through the forest. I gave you, it was athletics, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
18.
Everyone roll with disadvantage.
18.
That one.
Oh.
Well, I don't even roll again, do I? That one.
Correct.
You can get another nat
6.
one. Snake eyes.
Thanks.
Which
Thanks,
one's
Baker.
better?
Which no one's better? Seen it happen.
15.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you are trying to like maneuver your way through the forest, and trying to go in her general direction, and also seeing a bit of Lux's magical message, you're kind of trying to follow that as best you can. But Sybil, you, as you're like just kind of, I don't want to like annoyed at this forest of like you're it's the thick of it and things like that, and then you feel almost like a snake-like tendril wrap around your throat and pull you up into the forest, like up into the treetops of the gnarled wood, crashing through thorn and bramble and briar, taking 6 points of slashing damage as it's scraping past you.
Draco try to like shoot at the tendril.
It is too quick. For you are focused. You are the first party.
Right.
You're going after Amara, and as Sybil, as you kind of grasp onto being yanked up in the air and choked, you feel that pulsating purple vein work, as you are strung up into the air. Let's see.
I have a dagger. Can I try to cut it?
Yes.
She's gonna grab the dagger out of her dagger holder and not obviously the part against her neck, but try to cut like just above her.
Okay. You do see that you're probably 30 to 40 feet in the air.
Not worried about it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a melee attack. The dagger.
5.
You do
Cute.
not cut through it.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I breathe? Is it strangling me or just
so
holding me?
as
Okay, I don't
as
need to breathe. Never mind.
correct, you don't need to breathe, but the pressure on your neck, like it's literally like
Hurts.
you still
Yeah.
would feel the pressure and pain of being strangled,
Yeah,
even if you don't need to
right.
breathe. So, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that should be all right. 23.
All right, so you are going to take 4d6 bludgeoning damage from the strangulation.
Can I
As
roll it?
yeah, you can go ahead and roll it. And so in my mind, it's Draco and Lux at the front, and then it would have been Sybil and Soren probably, and that Soren, you notice, actually roll a perception check.
Soren can be kind of
With 9
oblivious.
damage.
Oh wait, it's not very oblivious. 16.
All right, so you notice that Sybil is gone. She was there in a moment, and then now it's almost as if she flew up into the air. And as you turn around, you kind of like look, and you see that she's not on the floor. But then as you look up, you see that she is being strangled and grabbed by those vein works of this vine in this forest.
Y'all better stop, otherwise we're gonna lose Sybil. He's going
Roll a nature check with disadvantage.
a nature.
Yes.
16. 5.
5, is it?
That's it.
Okay. Never mind.
No.
Yeah, you failed that check. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Dang it. So would 10 minutes have gone by now?
No, from her being strangled? No.
I'm sorry. From the last battle that we had with the
No.
little demons. So I would still have my flame blade.
Yes.
Okay. Can he reach? Is there any reaching any part of this tentacle? Or
I think
You
he said I'm
see
like
that
30 feet up.
you see I'll keep your perception check with that 16. You see vein being wrapped around the tree, and that's the one that's holding it up next to you.
okay, Soren's going to hack as hard as he can at this at this vein.
Okay.
And it is a 23.
Yep, that hits.
Sweet. So then it's 3d6. 4. 7 points of damage.
Okay. So, and that was fire and slashing, correct?
Yes.
So, the vein spewts out this toxic, acrid smell as sap sprays onto your sleeve as it starts burning through, taking 9 points of acid damage.
Can Soren hurry up and rip his sleeve and throw it somewhere?
Yeah, absolutely. You will still take
Making
the
sure not to throw
damage,
it
but
at someone.
yeah.
Okay.
But the vine shrivels and like swarms like a snake, and Sybil, you feel that the grip of it loose, sending you plummeting down.
She will cast Featherfall as a reaction.
Okay. You take no damage from the fall.
Okay, let's keep moving.
You're welcome.
You did that? I couldn't see.
I'm just messing with you. Gotta get my laughs in somehow.
Sybil
In
here,
this terrible
and
place.
he'll
He's gonna look around
cast Cure
terrified.
Wounds.
Thank you, Sor. What'd you say, Draco?
Draco touch her shoulder and he casts Cure Wounds on her.
She'll startle.
So,
thank you.
as you see the healing magic start to go, you see it dissipate into a sparkle as it fizzles.
Well, never mind. I tried.
Weird. What's wrong with your magic?
I don't know. My other magic was working well. Blasted those creatures apart.
Maybe there's something
Well-
wrong with us. Did anyone who would have noticed? Was it all of us that noticed that the demon creatures were like glitching, or was it just
Just
one?
you and Sybil,
Me
or
and
you
Lux.
and yeah.
Me and Lux.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone else notice those demons glitching back and forth? They looked like, I don't know. It looked like a tiefling or something.
Amar, roll
Mine was an
survival with disadvantage.
Oh
Go,
god.
continue.
11.
But maybe there's something wrong with us. I don't know. I don't.
with us.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just get this weird feeling.
Well, uh, do you think if we touch the vines that we'll turn into one of those creatures and look at demons?
I don't know,
I
but
mean, it
it
burned
burned through
you.
my. Yeah, be careful. Don't touch it. Don't try not to let it spew on you.
What if it's like a curse, and if you touch them, we'll turn into demons, and that's why we saw a tiefling or an elf when we attacked. I shocked
What
mine, and it was like and glitchy.
is that stuff making it so that we can't heal?
Is the curse? I don't know. That's my best assumption. Yeah, a curse. It's the vines.
As you're all kind of talking in traversing the thicket, eventually you see Amara twist and turned around in a little bit of a clearing. You kind of stopped moving, hearing, the rushing of padded feet, growls in the distance, flapping of wings, like they're monsters and creatures lurking within the gnarled wood. But eventually, you see your friends emerging from the thicket.
Lux will wave.
And like she has like not necessarily tears, but her eyes welded up a little bit. She was scared. She had her sword out and she was turning in circles, like kind of hastily swinging at it. And she like lowers her sword because she heard something coming, and her shoulders drop from tension, and she's like, oh, "Thank God, I," or "Thank Yuna, I'm so sorry. I couldn't hit it."
It's okay. This place is kind of weird. Like, Soren got burnt. Sybil, what happened to you, Sybil, actually?
A vine came down and hung me for a few minutes there.
They're
Listen, Umara, maybe next time, don't be afraid to hide behind Soren or something. And, or Draco, whichever one of them. I wouldn't recommend me or Lux, but, maybe don't
Oh,
run
I'm
off.
fine.
I think this place is alive, yo. That that
Well, it's very
tentacle
much
right.
that I
alive.
slash.
I don't know if it's all connected or not, but it's very much alive.
We need to get out of here.
A tremor moves throughout the ground that you're standing on. Like it shakes and vibrates a bit um, as you feel it move, and then in the distance you hear the chiming and the clockwork sounds of a clock tower spinning and turning, and you hear it almost spinning out through time.
Triggered.
Yeah.
What the hell was
She
that?
checks her pocket watch. It was not this. I don't know. So should we head towards the sound? Or was it all around us?
Yeah, it was
Maybe
Sounds
just
just
like
like
deafening all around you.
okay.
maybe it came from that castle area. Maybe they have a clock tower.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
maybe we should head that way.
But which way is that way? Can we still see it?
You can see that just off this cliff, it's not much far.
But we have to go up that cliff still to get to it.
No, it's in front of you. Turned around somehow forest. Maybe it moved. You don't know, but you just remember the earth tremors moving and the plates and the floating of the earth starting to deduce that maybe this forest is changing and shifting.
It's the Hunger Games, guys. We gotta keep going. Tick tock,
Trey.
tick tock, tick tock.
Did that
Yes.
cure wounds cast like as a spell?
No.
Like as a spell slot? Okay, no.
No.
It just fails.
Mhm.
Cool. Just want to make sure before I mark it down.
All right. I think we all need to head toward that castle.
Yeah, before it decides to change again.
Let's go.
Okay.
Together as a group. And
Slowly.
everyone keep an eye out on each other.
Yeah. Maybe we should get closer together and
Or tie rope to each other. That way if someone goes up or is dragged off somewhere, we'll all feel it.
Well, what if we all go up?
is
Well,
it
then we all
babyish
go
to
up.
ask to hold hands? Because that did kind of scare me.
Yeah, I mean, the rope is as good as holding hands. And at least our hands are
Lex will
free.
hold her hand immediately. I'll hold your
She'll
hand.
she'll squeeze Lex's hand, and with her other hand, she's gonna hold Soren's arm. She's gonna like take his arm, like scoot closer to the people she feels comfortable with.
Draco leans down to Amara. Baby.
Yeah, she's like, I
Protect
don't
you,
need
don't worry,
anybody.
Sybil.
Don't need anybody holding my hand. And she puffs out her chest and she walks towards the castle.
Draco holds out a little end of rope to Amara, like, baby, you want to hold the rope?
She'll like look back and she'll like nonchalantly grab it and she's like, come on.
We're
All
holding
right.
hands.
So you move forward through the forest, and eventually you start to kind of see almost like a pinkish purplish light off in the distance, kind of a deep twilight, not light as in bright twilight, but like just like a cosmic kind of twisting and turning. But eventually you come to this cliffside, this endless almost cliffside. And off in the clouds of in the cosmos, in the distance, you see the castle, the gnarled, twisted turning of the castle, as well as some floating islands. And they all have these giant mechanical, twisted clockwork pieces to it, almost like it's being built, floating in a sky. Here, I can show you under maps.
Do you think this is Cronus's lair? Because that looks like a clock guy's lair to me.
Cronus is a meander. I'll be back in meander, you guys.
Well, who else's castle would have clocks all over it? Do we know a
That's
clock
true.
god? Is there a clock god?
Cronus.
Chronos. Oh, I'm with you. I think it's.
Alright.
Although it does give me a bit of dread. Where
Cool. We gotta
is
figure out how to
Chronos?
get over there.
Do we know where we are? This isn't.
Mm-mm.
Sybil knows that this could be the Never.
I would say roll a wisdom saving.
Sybil
Saving throw?
for everyone.
Sybil, but if anyone else wants to decide or think about where they are, you're more than welcome to.
Hang on, sorry.
6 plus 1 is a 7.
A wisdom saving throw?
Is everyone doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled
Sure.
18.
11.
17.
4.
So, Sybil and Lux, you don't know where the hell you are. it doesn't feel like home. This doesn't feel like Everas. This doesn't feel like anything you've ever experienced before. It doesn't feel like maybe maybe, but you just know that something bad is happening and you are not in the right place. For the rest of you, you're thinking possibly that maybe you're in the under, maybe you're in the never, you're on some type of plane of existence. But as you start to think about it, you start thinking about time and timelines and you remember seeing those stories and bits and pieces of history flying past you and mixing and mingling as you were transported through time and space. And it almost might be you may be in a place you have no idea what it even could be.
Place outside of time. A place outside of existence.
I don't understand.
So we're dead.
Are we
We're
in a
God.
coma? Are we dead? Are we
Are we dead?
asleep?
I'm never in a
Maybe
coma. I'm
maybe
stuck
we're
with
in a
all of
coma.
you. I
This is our
swear to
dream.
God.
I
This
will
is
let
a
you
shared coma.
I will let you all roll a religion check.
That's true. Whose coma
Ooh.
is?
Nat
Sybil,
20.
you're dying in one of ours. You said religion?
Yes.
I got a 13.
I got a 19.
15.
Nat 1.
There is no gods.
So the dice check to beat was a 30, but because Amara had a critical success, you pull back into your young childhood and maybe a slip of a conversation you heard between maybe Elliot and your mother, maybe in passing from travelers and things like that. But you know that there is a plane of existence called the other.
Wait. We're not in Underland because this doesn't look like Underland. It's not
So
never.
We're in a coma.
No. My mom knew these religious folks that we helped out one time, and my mother was. Things happened with the other keepers about slipstreams and stuff like that, and it was a theologist or someone researching it, and they said something about a place about the other.
Really,
And
what?
called the other. It's like the never, not Everos. It's not the never.
realm?
It's not under. It's other. I think that's where we are.
Is the other? Well, no, the other obviously is not safe, as we could see.
I think it's
Well-
a place of lost things.
We're lost in time.
Got it.
I was trying to help. Lost in time. And we ended up here.
You also remember with your nat 20, I'll keep that with you for your religion check, hearing something about a being known as Chronos and a failsafe, and that the failsafe is meant to eradicate. You remember hearing about this maybe through Elliot or something, but you have a prediction possibly that this might have something to do with the eradication.
Wait, didn't Madam Mim say something about Kronos? And he is the leader of time? And possibly, I think, what if there was a failsafe on this clock that if it ever went wrong, because it could go wrong, that it would end up back where he is? And whoever was using it would get transported to them? Because didn't Madam Mim say something about him like coming after us or whoever used it? It's bad
Lux
magic.
and Soren, you think about the husks of the creatures that you saw and the split moments of them being normal and you think possibly that these could have been other people who have meddled with time.
My God.
Oh no.
I think
So
all this stuff is an illusion. It's. I think
we should
those things we
fix
killed
this.
were people.
Wait, remember what they were saying about if the consequences of causing a paradox? What if we're stuck here for the rest of time? What if this is our hell because we messed with time?
I didn't mean to. It slipped. Maybe Kronos will understand that. Maybe he can look in time and see it was an accident.
What?
Maybe
Be like,
returning
"Oh,
his cloth will be a good thing.
yeah, you
Or
don't belong
maybe
here.
he's
Let's send
trying,
you home." Sure.
maybe because we don't belong here, he will eradicate us because we are a failed blip in time. We're not where we're supposed to be.
What would cause this? What did we do to even end up here?
We
It,
didn't do. We broke the machine. I mean, we were trying to stop Mim, and it. I mean, maybe it has a failsafe of how many times you can use it at a certain amount of period, or maybe because Lux was just hitting 102 buttons at once that it blew up and caused us all to be teleported here.
well, I don't think we
Yeah.
had the time to figure it out.
Not
Fair
necessarily,
luck.
again,
Here,
not
have some
blaming Lux
Elliot.
like it's her fault, but like it could have been because of that. That just being realistic here, being straight to the point, that could have caused the device to break and us to be teleported here.
So should we try to go to the castle, or should we just
You see
run away?
a small platform with a giant, like, horn-looking, like a loud musical instrument horn sitting at the edge of the platform. It directly in front of the castle, but obviously with that giant chasm in between. And kind of as you look around, you start to see the rocks and the earth of the forest disappear or float and turn into floating islands. And you only are sitting on a giant or standing on a giant metal gear with that horn on it.
I think we should get to that castle just for safety reasons.
Safety.
Yes. I mean, no matter what, I think we're fine left.
I feel like the last couple castles we've been to have been pretty terrible experience.
But where do we go? We're
I
now
mean,
on this
hey,
gear.
let's look around, see if it'll swing back around to somewhere. If it does, great. We hop off and we get out to the next island and we go from there. But I think the only way we can get back is through Kronos. And I think
And
if we
blowing the
just tell the
horn.
truth and just say, "Hey, this is what happened. This like we were going to go see what happened to Fairy Godmother. We got there. Mim had captured Fairy Godmother in the bubble and used the thing to send us back in time. We went through here, keeping our distance from everyone as we could, and learned of a plot from Mim and my mother. We went there to see what we could do to help out while still keeping our distance. Mim showed up, killing characters, and then we try to stop Mim, and then this is where we ended up.
Yeah, and he'll know we're telling the truth because he can see all the time.
Potentially,
He'll know we're
hopefully,
the good
God,
guys.
right. I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah,
bank on it, but at the very least, if we tell the truth, he can hopefully fix time.
yeah. With the time weaver. No, no, he's got time. I think we should blow the horn. She just keeps eyeing it.
I think until we know what it does, we should not touch the horn.
Can Draco
Oh.
detect magic on the horn, or is it how far away is it?
It's on the platform.
Oh, it's an okay.
Giant.
Does detect magic do anything?
Um, it's so everything is so infused with
Magic.
weave.
Yeah. It's like if you could see glow and like everything's
Yes,
glowing, you're like, all right,
yes.
it's everything all at once. Great, awesome. This has no effect. Guys, it could do literally anything.
I
It's setting a
agree with
bridge.
Draco and Lux. I think we plead our case. Because if we go back, the forest is going to kill us. Those shadow of a beings are going to kill us.
We're gonna starve to
Obviously,
death.
healing magic does not work because Draco tried it. So we either try to face Kronos, plead our
Maybe he'll
case.
just send us back to right before when Mim teleported us all in the first place.
Maybe.
And we can be fast acting enough to destroy the device and fight her and potentially die from her, but who knows? But she doesn't have the wand at that point.
We won't know
We can
until we
be-
try.
I know.
Yeah. No matter what,
So
we are
blow the
dead
horn.
or dead. We're okay.
Blow the horn, yay or nay?
Yeah.
Blow it, Lux.
And Lex will blow the horn.
All right, so you put your lips up to the horn and blow as a loud.
Did we lose him?
I think
Yeah,
we
I
lost
think he's
them. No,
Yeah.
the horn, Lux, you broke it. Lux, why'd you blow the horn?
Try to say the magic phrase. Who's
Cronus?
ready to metagame?
Yeah, better game. Okay, I'm gonna get in there. Phil Kronos. So
We are not killing the King of Time.
I know we're not gonna still hit that for the back.
I
I
am
think he's gonna be
God.
merciful.
Bruh,
I swear, he'll be
trying to make new
merciful.
characters.
Not again.
I have like 5 made. I'm ready to go.
Poor
He
Trey.
switches us to Aloria.
We'll get
We
him
are
back
having
eventually.
we're having a thunderstorm here.
Ah, okay, that makes more
Oh,
sense.
So I don't know if his. Oh nope, he's back.
Oh,
there he is.
I'm just gonna wait here and just listen.
You
You
hear
hear
everything.
us? You were not
Yeah,
doing
I
shit.
could hear everything. I was just sitting here patiently waiting to boot back up.
We
You
love
guys were all
you.
frozen, but I could hear you.
oh my god.
Chronos.
See, the metagame always makes him come back.
It does. It works every single time. Oh my god,
Anyway.
when Trey was sound asleep and Ashley and I were like, I haven't updated our characters yet.
It's-
And then he like immediately became conscious.
Wakes up, he's like,
Right, like, hey.
You what? All right, horn
Give me
time.
more.
what? Food?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
try.
get back in character. You know,
Play
take
that
two.
bitch like a trumpet.
Take two.
Hold on, let me see if this works again because it might have failed. We'll see what happens. Oh, perfect. Okay. So as oh no, JK, hold on one moment. There we go. Okay. As Lux puts her mouth up to the horn and blow a large echoing horn sound erupts, shaking the platform, and it comes flying down a clockwork gondola, kind of like goes over and lands in the center of the giant gear platform before descending on this metal device, and steps descend, allowing you to inside this glass clockwork mechanism steampunk gondola.
Let's go. Let's not keep our people waiting.
It worked.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Go,
go.
go, in.
Okay.
Soren follows.
Rather get off of these clockworks and islands and closer to the castle, hopefully.
All right. So, as you all enter, the steps kind of pull back up and enclose you at this small gondola-esque thing with panels of dirty glass before it kind of moves and jolts forward. You see that it's heading directly toward the main gates of the clockwork castle you see before you. And as you get like halfway across this endless chasm, you see below you just an infinite sky below and an infinite sky above. And then you start to hear the kind of sounds of like really fast beating wings from on the outside of the gondola, like, and then like a kind of a buzz or a hum, and then coming from basically the ether, a bunch of these giant bolts with fly wings on them, beating rapidly, start swarming the gondola, beating and tapping on the glass as you start to see it kind of break and create those lightning-like lines in the glass. You
Can
do.
Draco try to mend?
You can, but as it more of the glass starts taking on the other side, and it eventually, because you're all um around you.
Maybe if we pretend we're dead, they'll think we're dead and stop. Because it hurts my ears.
Is the floor beneath this glass?
No.
Okay, so it's like metal flooring. Okay, I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure that it wasn't just about to shatter or all fall to the pit of nothingness.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Can Draco ready burning hands and tell everyone to duck if one of them, if it's something, as soon as something shatters, he'll turn and just.
okay. Yeah. As the glass creates that webbing of shattering, you feel the gondola kind of plummet a little bit, kind of like, sending your stomach in that woo kind of roller coaster feel. But it kind of bubbles and boils as if, bobbles as if it's in the water. And eventually the glass shatters, starts falling and plummeting out of control before crashing into side kind of clockwork islands of the castle. And we'll end tonight's episode there.
Ugh, that's my worst fear.
So okay, so we
Another
made it
crash.
to like the castle, it shatters, and then we like fall like into the side of it, like.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.